We set out in Train2Wind to look for the answer to how large can clusters actually be built offshore for offshore wind farms. And we've been trying to do that with a multitude of approaches. And we had 19 fellows doing those approaches. And while we didn't quite get the large single experiment that we wanted, we got a lot of technology improvements out of it, and we got a lot of fellows educated. So we get already 5 PhD students that are educated. We got some more on the way, and we had a host of short-term fellows that also have been going through the Train2Wind training, but all got some transferable skills that now in the labor market are going to be useful for them. The fellows also take their network with them, and we had one fellow actually looking into how all these different fellows operate together. There also the networking aspect was quite important, especially considering that when we started, a couple of weeks later, we had the first Corona lockdown. So all these new PhD students had to start in Corona times. We have a number of good cases, of course, of these PhD students. One I liked was the technical advancement of some of them who developed better drones, better uncrewed aerial systems to fly in a wind farm, to do profiles in the atmosphere, to also measure turbulence, very small scale with research-grade anemometers. But that one obviously has to tie in with the modeling that we did in the other universities. Train2Wind designed the LOLEX experiment. It's an experiment down at a wind farm in Lolland, where we were trying to fly through a wind farm with these uncrewed aerial systems, where we have modeled that wind farm quite in detail, and where we were trying to figure out how the flow develops over a working wind farm. And thanks to our great collaboration with RWE, who's operating the wind farm, we could actually put some LiDARs on a boat, which was novel. And that boat was half a year going from the harbor to the wind farm and to individual turbines, and made profiles within the wind farm at many different places. And that data set is unique. Personally, I'm still a bit in energy meteorology, but I'm now broader, and I'm head of DTEC, which is a collaboration together with TotalEnergies. And interestingly, they have the same problems that Train2Wind try to address. They are having large wind farm projects in Germany, embedded in large wind farm clusters, and the uncertainties of the calculations of those inter-wind farm effects have led to a project of inter-wind farm assessment.